Lost my train of thought. Oh, got it. Whoo! What's going on, y'all? My name is Austin, aka Austin's Lens. Welcome to my channel. This is actually my second time recording this video. I tried to record it yesterday and I got some feedback that hurt my feelings. So I'm back. I'm doing it again. I'm trying to get comfortable in front of the camera. I need y'all to rock with me, so thank you for being here. I'm glad you're here with me. This is my channel, Austin's Lens, entrepreneurship, inspiration, lifestyle. I want to show y'all my journey as an entrepreneur. I want to show y'all my lifestyle, the things I do in my life, and when it comes to me being a photographer. And I want to provide inspiration and motivation along the way. So let me get right into it. Quarantine. Nobody quarantined harder than I did. I've been working hard. And I've been working hard for a minute, but I've really been working hard for the last about 5 months. Let me tell y'all what happened. So December 2019 is when I started looking for a job. It's been a struggle. So I was looking for a job. That's when I started looking. January, I thought I was gonna get one. I made it to the last round. They called me out to the office and everything, and I came out, didn't get it. Around February, I got back into it, and March, I got one. March 23rd was my first day of work. I came in, and they turned me around because COVID-19 started taking its toll and everything, and they decided they were gonna take a break from work, and we couldn't work remotely because my job required me to be talking to people. So I came home. I was like, what am I gonna do? I said, I need to turn it up with my business. So I started, making flyers and things that I can put online to market what I was gonna do next. And literally the day after I posted it is when Maryland said they were gonna do the stay-at-home order, and I pretty much couldn't work my business either. So my job was compromised. My business was shut down. I'm stuck in the house. I had no income, and I know I'm not the only one. This thing happened to so many people, and I hope y'all can relate to this because it was so crazy. So I was thinking, what am I gonna do, right? My mom always says you can be a victim or you can be a victor. So what do? I start brainstorming. I start figuring out what I can do to get my business in order so that by the time quarantine is over with, and I don't know how long it's gonna take, but I wanted to be in better shape after I came out versus when I went in. So I started organizing what I want my website to look like, purchasing new equipment, making investments into myself. And I also started not going to the gym, but using the gym in the basement, working out, going for runs, riding a bike, all these things to get just self-improvement every day, working on me, trying to get my mind in a place where I'm actively working on myself so that I can continue to progress, even though my job and my business couldn't progress. That was going pretty well. The only thing is that I knew I wouldn't be able to work. I wouldn't be able to do any type of business interactions with anyone. I wasn't able to even see my friends because my parents didn't want me in the mix and coming back home and all of that. So I was like, I'm just gonna grind. I focused. The quarantine forced me into a new grind, and that's what I did for 5 months. So when I realized I couldn't do anything as long as I was at home, I was starting to look at things that I could do to move. And at first I was looking to move in the area, looking for jobs again. Let me tell y'all, I applied to over 400 positions and probably over 300 companies. Some companies had like 2 or 3 other positions that I applied to. I did the math already. I got 17 interviews out of that 400 positions. That's 4.25% rate of me getting an interview. I made it to second round. I made it to third round. I made it to the part where you got to do a project to show them what, if you're able to do the job, and nobody was messing with me. Long story short, I started trying to figure out how I can do it on my own. And the reason why I'm even here talking to y'all about it is because one thing I had to realize is that if it's something that I wanted to do, I had to figure out how I was going to be able to do that regardless of what opportunities was being presented to me by other people. I'm thinking of how I can do it on my own. And looking back, it was so many things I could have done, but it wasn't the ideal situation. And then when I realized, so I'll put it like this. Last year in May, I went to a conference in Atlanta called Build Your Own Brand. I went there. I love the city. I got to feel the energy. I got to meet some people. I got to network a little bit. I came back in October last year for Afropunk, and I got to feel the energy even more when I came that time. And what happened was, I knew I wanted to move to Atlanta, but I got in a very comfortable place prior to the virus coming out and everything being changed. All my family was at home and my friends are here and all of that. So I was comfortable with what I was doing, and I didn't verbally say that, but internally I felt like I wasn't gonna move anytime soon. So when COVID-19 happened, I couldn't go to work. I couldn't work my business. All I could do was work on myself. And I started applying to jobs in Atlanta. Of that 400 jobs, majority of those was jobs in Atlanta. Mind you, I've yet to be hired. But let me tell you what happened. My friend Jordan, this is his hoodie, by the way. I'm gonna link his Instagram in the description. These are very limited, so I don't know if he even still selling them, but this is his hoodie. He's in New York right now. He's in Harlem. He was telling me about subleasing, and I was like, okay, so maybe I could just sublease somebody's apartment or whatever, and just do some under the table payments so I can live in Atlanta and just get to the place I'm trying to get, so I can do what I need to do. I was looking like crazy. I was on Facebook. He told me about a Facebook group. I was searching sublease on Facebook, just looking. Everybody was talking about income proof and all of this, and I didn't have it because I haven't worked. For this point, I hadn't worked for like 4 months. So I was like, what am I going to do now? I'm not going to say I have no options, but the option, it was looking bleak. It was looking pretty bad. I was like, I don't really know if I'm going to make it. I started to think maybe God's telling me I shouldn't go, or maybe I need to do more. I'm online. I'm just looking, just trying to figure it out. I'm talking to my parents along the way. I told them what I was doing every day. Every time I went on the interview, they see me at the interview with my suit jacket on and my Nike basketball shorts, because the Zoom interview. They see me do that all since March all the way until July. Mind you, that the 17 interviews was spread out from that time. Like, I haven't been on many interviews. Nobody was, and I I definitely, did what I need to do with my resume. I paid my friend Kyla to even revamp my resume. My LinkedIn profile is pretty good. My interviewing skills, I think they're impeccable, to be honest with you. I could hold a conversation. One of my interviews, my interviewer, I had her talking about her life. We just chopping it up. That's just how it went. The conversation was there, the energy was there, the chemistry was there, and I just did what I had to do with that. And I try to make sure that every conversation I have, the energy is felt. Now, it got to the point where I started to feel like a job wasn't in the cards. So it's not that you're not supposed to move. My dad was even telling me, he said, maybe you need to do something that's not the ideal situation. I wasn't really trying to hear that because I'm like, I need some security. I'm about to go to a new city. I'm about to be on my own. I don't know. I had a safety net at home, and I was very uncomfortable with doing something like that. It got to the point where that's what I had to do. So I did my research. I found someone who I can rent a room from, and I could pay on a monthly basis up front instead of it being, oh, you have to prove that you can pay. I just paid. And I really kind of wish it was like that elsewhere, because I already had my place already. But I'm renting a room right now, so that's where I am right now. I'm not gonna move the camera because I got it set up perfectly where I want it. But I'm in my room, and it's other tenants in here, but I barely see them. I don't even be here half the time. About 2 weeks ago, I'll say about 3 weeks ago, like 2.5, it was a Sunday. I woke up that Sunday not knowing that I was about to move in a couple of days. When I woke up, I was still on the everyday grind, looking online, trying to figure out what I can do. And then I finally found the opportunity. I was like, hold on, before I buy this, let me talk to my parents. So I went down there, I talked to them, I told them my plan, and they were like, let's do it. And they drove me down. So it took me 4 days. When I bought, to rent this room, 4 days later I was on the road coming down here. And This is the riskiest thing I've done in my life, honestly. But I love it though. It's a thrill I get. And I'm only gonna grow, I'm only gonna learn. And I'm trying to learn as much as I can so I can keep sharing the knowledge back. It's about experience, it's about knowledge, it's about exposure, it's about passion. And I'm trying to tap into that. So here I am. I'm in Atlanta. I moved. I'm on my own. So I'm about to do this and then work, grind, hustle, and then get my own actual spot. What I learned from this that I want to share with y'all is that you can't allow, I'm getting comfortable, you can't allow outside factors to stop you from what you got going on and what you're trying to achieve. It's easier said than done, number one. But the thing that my dad was trying to tell me, he was like, you may have to do the situation that's not ideal. Sometimes you can't have the perfect cookie cutter, situation. And I had to realize that this is not ideal at all. It's not a bad situation, but it's not ideal. Ideally, I'm not even gonna say I have a job because I really never wanted one. I was just trying to get one for the sake of security. But if I can just do my thing and work with this camera and work my network, work my conversation, and just make it like that, then I would love to. So ideally, low-key, this may be an ideal situation because the job was like, I'm just ready to grind. And I got here. All I told people was I just need to get here. And when I can get here, then I can start to operate. But before that, I wasn't in person with anyone. Everything was Zoom or phone call. It felt very impersonal. I'm glad I can be here to really touch the people in a sense. Not physically, because COVID, but touch the people. So here I am. I tried my best to not allow everything to derail me. I took my power back and did what I had to do regardless. I was very determined. I've been fighting. And one thing I was thinking about yesterday is I realized that, people say chase your dreams, pursue your dreams. And it's gonna sound crazy at first, but what I've been thinking is that no, you shouldn't chase them, you shouldn't pursue them. You should become the person who is worthy of receiving them. The thing about it is that if I had never gone through all of the frustration, and you remember the Regina Hall, this right here, this was me every day. If I didn't go through the frustration and the doubt of should I really be doing this, it was just a whole lot of emotions every day, just like, oh, I gotta wake up again tomorrow and do the same thing. I was doing, on average, I was applying to like 20 jobs a day. And I really could have done more than that. But I was like, at the end of the day, you haven't done enough until you get the results you want. So maybe I didn't do enough, but I'm here now. I did what I had to do to finally get here. Lost my train of thought. Oh, got it. Maybe it took all of those emotions and everything I felt going through this process. Process is the key word. Maybe it took all of that for me to be able to be in the right mind state to do what I need to do to receive this blessing. And then when I receive this blessing, parlay that into the next blessing. Because it don't stop here. That's all I wanted to convey. Right now, I'm very excited about the platform that I'm about to start, this journey I'm about to embark on. The fact that, first of all, it's not even about photography, really. I'm going to be talking about that, yes. But I want to influence, I want to impact. I saw post on Instagram. He went to Bowie State with me. He was talking about impact over income. Yes, I want to make money, but I want to impact lives. And when you impact lives, the money will come. The money, you don't need to worry about the money. That's going to happen. I want to impact, and that's what I'm here to do. So I'm just very excited about this opportunity. And this is my first video. Be sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Like the video, comment, subscribe, and share the channel. And grow with me. I'm gonna see y'all next time.